Yeah, god damn it, god damn it. You don't want to know where I'm at? Let this thing take a pop. Guys, so I've made it out here. Hope the wind is not blowing. My dang microphone is not working. That straps to me. But anyway, I'm out here in Wyoming. So those of you guys who've been tagging along with me as my journey through Montana and Wyoming, it's been great, mesmerizing, tranquil, and I just seen this. It's called Pathfinder Cemetery. 7 grave sites dating from 1905 to 1912 are located in this tiny cemetery. And I'm gonna let you guys see this. I'm right here at Fremont Canyon, and you're gonna see a nice little gorge here. I'm gonna let you guys check it out. It's the Pathfinder Cemetery, which says there are 7 grave sites dating from 1905 to 1912 that are located right here in this tiny cemetery. Barry Flynn and Clint Moore, workers on the Pathfinder Dam, died February 9th, 1912 in a construction accident. 5 men were working on the concrete ladderway on the south side of the canyon when a trail cable directly above them gave way. Made it by the canyon. I'm gonna take a little steep little walk up the rocks up here. Okay, you guys, so I've made it out here to Fremont Canyon, and I'm loving the tranquility that's out here. You guys ever just get tired of the homeless people? I know it's bad to say, I know. I'm so sick of these motherfuckers. I'm so sick of, I know I had to say it like that, but bruh, I'm telling you right now, I'm so sick of the man at the street corners, the loitering on the goddamn with the signs, the whole, you know, the rhetoric. I don't have to go through it. You know what's up. It makes you think as well, it's what if the bottom of the ocean looked like this? So could this area once upon a time been underwater? Scientists, comment below, please. Also brings up another question. Yeah, you guys know I'm kind of high. I've been smoking my adventure whistles today. But with all the land that's out here, we don't see a house, right? With all the land, why is places like New York, San Francisco, Los Angeles so overcrowded, stacked up on one another? Houses have no elbow room. Yeah, I decided to just come out and just hang out and chill. I was on some just tranquil spots. I want to show you guys how to just get away. You know, we can fish every day. I'll be fishing soon. I just want to do an elk hunt. The elk hunt to be soon. But with all the hustle and bustle, the everyday grind, even me, I could tell you, shoot, even I need a getaway sometimes. You know, I don't know. It's just the everyday, we got to do this, I need to do that, you know, success driven, because we all want to be successful. So it's no, you know, we barely get sleep. It's work. And then you come out here and find this, you know. I just want you guys to just take the time to relax. And if you can't, then take the time to relax with me. All right, you guys, I've made it to my tranquil spot that I just found. And I'm not gonna lie, I needed one today. Just a peaceful getaway. You ever just felt like you just wanted to be by yourself and just breathe? Like, take a break from the hustle and the grind and just breathe. This is the dopest thing to me. Like, this is why I love this channel so much and why I'll never stop. It's because I literally get to be free and talk about being free. Like, look at this. you know, just everything around me right now. It's just, I like smoking, so I'm trying to just take a break from just blowing on the camera all day long. But it makes me just think and wonder just the beauty of God, just the creation of how to create, I was gonna go hunting, I was gonna go fishing, but due to some other circumstances, I felt like I just wanted to go on a trail, a hike. I think I'm becoming a new trail seeker. I'm looking for new terrains to go. It's not so much about hunting and fishing anymore. It's really turned into peace. Where can I find peace? Do I really have to go out of the states to find peace? Are there peaceful places inside the states? And I feel like that's my journey next. It's just to show you guys we don't have to go as far, or it's not expensive, but we can find tranquil places that we can get away from the everyday. Look at this. We can get away from the everyday. You don't see one home out here. So it makes you think, why the hell is New York, San Francisco, and LA are so stacked up and packed? But this is peaceful topic that I wanted to talk to you guys about, but I don't. I'm not gonna cap. All I wanted to do is just come out here and show you guys the Fremont Canyon, and then really get myself a peace of mind. I just released a book. The ad probably go up right now. We'll put the link in the description, and I'll send over put a link for you guys to check out the book summary that we're working on right now. But it just lets me just sink more deeper into authenticity and just becoming myself. Like, it's not really, how do you guys decipher the difference between, not decipher the difference, but feel about redefining yourself or just self-discovery? So it's not like, I'm trying to change or redefine myself. No, it's, how do you say? It's more of a looking for that inner you, that self, that I know who I am, and I know exactly where I want to go in life, and I know what I want to be, so I know exactly what it takes, the task that I have to complete, the structure that I have to live by for as morals, values, and principles, And so it's just like, by knowing these things, and we still say, all right, I'm on a voyage of self-discovery. Is there a certain destination that we have to get to, or is it just a voila moment, And so I'm just freely thinking and talking, but we'll figure it out. So just continue with me on my journey through Wyoming and Montana. We're gonna stop right next. It's either the Devil's Tower or the Devil's Gorge. So we're gonna go check that out and keep finding us some tranquil spots while we're here in beautiful Wyoming. We are right here at Fremont Canyon, right between Casper and Rawlins. Cheyenne is not too far. It is beautiful out here. You can see the lake behind me. It's probably some good bass fishing over there, but we're gonna see what's up. So I'm gonna continue on this journey, and Ranger Danger, and I'm out.
In a world where personal growth and self-discovery are paramount, one man takes you on a transformative journey into the complexities of modern masculinity and the pursuit of self-awareness. Breaking out of the shell. Insights from an alpha male, David Lamar guides us through a captivating exploration of life's most profound lessons. This book is not just about masculinity, it's about life, relationships, personal growth, and mental well-being. Whether you're seeking inspiration, challenging conventional wisdom, or simply hungry for a fresh perspective, Breaking Out of the Shell delivers rich insights and thought-provoking discussions. Breaking Out of the Shell. Insights from an alpha male. Available now. Embrace your true self, challenge the norms, and start your journey to empowerment. David Lamar's wisdom is your compass. Get your copy today and embark on a life-changing adventure.
Made it to what they call the Devil's Gate. Both sides of the road here. See? Trail. And this is what they're calling the Devil's Gate. Yeah, you guys, I've made it to the Devil's Gate. Just checking out some more tranquil spots that I can hit. And some trail walks. I've ran up on another tiny cemetery. It says Frederick Richard Fulkerson. Let's check you guys out. Steve. Hi, Frederick. He's been here a long time. And this episode is brought to you by Ram. Don't worry, I'll be in your comments soon. I need that. I need that.
A few moments later.
Good view of Devil's Gate, huh? Plant Martin's Cove, finna check it out.
Yeah, back then.
But anyway, and then he built onto it as he acquired more
And what was his name?
It was, well, Tom's son was the name that he went for.
Oh, okay.
It was, his original name was like Solio or something like that, which meant son.
Oh.
And so for a wash house down there, he built in about 1880, and then you can't see it from here, but there's a bunkhouse that they put in for their first cowboy that they hired on to help with the cattle. It's over that way. And then this that says Sun Ranch, that was part of the barn that was original. Over beyond that windmill is a blacksmith shop. All of those were built in about 1880.
Oh, that was a small little town.
So, yeah, well, it's just kind of a ranch with just he and his family and
okay.
and a few hired people that helped. And they had thousands of head of cattle. It was the first ranch on the Sweetwater River. The Sweetwater River flows right past here and then down through Devil's Gate. If we come down here just a little bit, I'll show you the other point that you can see from here. Okay, Rattlesnake Pass, that's where these two hills slope down, and there's a pretty good road had been finished, a transcontinental railroad, so they didn't use this trail system anymore. But Tom's son liked this area, started the ranch, and his ranch extended from this into this valley here, clear down to Rollins area.
Oh,
I mean, it was huge.
Yeah. He's like the biggest rancher here, huh?
Yeah. So that's a little about Tom's son and that. Now, this is known as Martin's Cove area.
I was going to ask you that.
Okay, so that
from that big hill there.
You can't really see it from here, but it's behind that hill. And that is where the Martin Handcart Company sheltered up for 4 days and 5 nights from the 4th of November to the 9th of November back in 1856, because the weather turned nasty, winter weather, about the time they got to this area. And they ran out of food because the places they would usually stop to get resupplied they closed up shop. Didn't know anybody else was coming.
Yeah.
And so anyway, some rescuers came out and helped them along, but they went back in there and sheltered up to get out of there was actually a blizzard with the north wind blowing hard, and they got out of the wind back in there and got some fire. They had firewood available to start a bunch of fires and heat themselves up a little bit. They still had lost quite a few folks because they were so emaciated by the time they got here.
Yeah.
So anyhow,
but some of it's still original.
Yeah. So the immigrants, when they traveled, they would key in on that as a landmark, but the trails went right past that area as they traveled west. So those are the major landmarks that I point out, that passed away along the trail.
Oh, okay. So at least they wouldn't be forgotten.
Yep.
Yes, sir.
All right.
Thank you very much.
Yep.
Gain appreciation. It's good to look in the past and gain appreciation for the present, preservation for the future. It is good to look upon the virtues of those who have gone before to gain strength for whatever lies ahead. It is good to reflect upon the work of those who labor so hard and gain so little in this world, but out of whose dreams and early plans so well nurtured has come a great harvest of which we are the beneficiaries. Their tremendous example can become a compelling motivation for each of us. Anticipation, beautiful day, and a prosperous wind brought us in sight of the Yankee land, which is the first land that we have seen since we left the site of Ireland. And truly, it was beautiful. It was truly sublime to us to gaze upon it. Our hearts were cheered to behold the destined port. Samuel Upshaw, age 22, 1980, 1856. It's kind of deep, huh? That was a little deep. Look at the wagon trail right there. That's vivid. Persistence. One day, our son John started in the morning to walk with the aged and sick, but we had not gone far on our journey when we found him lying by the roadside, unable to go any further. I picked him up and put him on my back and drawed my cart as well as I could, but could not manage far, so I put him in the cart with children and baggage, my failing husband beside our regular load. Elizabeth Sermon, 1892, letter to her. So I am, if you haven't noticed, I'm loving history right now. It gives you a little sense of what everybody had to go through. Like, we think we go through so much these days when, man, we got it real easy and we don't realize it. These people were really traveling hundreds, thousands of miles with wagons, whole families and everything, their whole possessions with them, and then not knowing what lies ahead the next 3 hours, let alone the next day. So we're gonna keep looking at the art here and then we'll check it out. Prove herewith. The water was deep and very cold, and we was drifted out of the regular crossing, and we came near Bane drowned. The water came up to our armpits. Poor mother was standing on the bank screaming as we got near the bank. I heard mother say, "Some of you men help my poor girls." Patience Loader, last crossing of the Plate River, 1856. Yeah, but the preservation, the willpower that everybody had to just keep on pushing. It just says a lot about people in the past, you know? Sacrifice. Father was weak from want of food, having denied himself for us, and the terrible strain of the journey was too much for him. One night near the sweet water, he passed quietly away at the age of 33. Our little baby brother died the same night. They built a fire to thaw the ground so that a grave could be dug. Then, with my baby brother collapsed in his arms, they wrapped him in a blanket and laid him tenderly away. John Kirkman, age 8, in 1856, 1930 memorial. And I think it was in those days, I think it was just a blessing just to make it to like 33 or 35. Like, you had to be in such of a, I know these days we consider, when you're 22, he's still trying to find himself. Back in the day, bro, you had to find yourself by 17, 15 or something, because you literally had to help take care with the fam. You had to help dad out. You know what I mean? It's deep, bro. Very deep. You guys will get a very good look at these paintings, sculptures. I never felt so much interest in any mission that I have been sent on, and all the brethren brethren who came out with me feel the same. We have prayed without ceasing, and the blessings of God has been with us. George W. Grant, rescuer. I want to get a walk over there to Devil's Gorge, but I haven't eaten nothing but fruit and breakfast this morning, and I am a diabetic type 2, and I can feel it. And so I'm not insulin dependent. So I most definitely got to get something to eat. I think I have a snack in the car. So before I take this hike, we're going to go get a snack so you don't find me on the trail. You know what I mean? Safety. Large fires were built, and the brethren from the valley would go around and administer to the sick, of which there were a large number. It was a trying time for the sick and lame, but the majority of them felt safe in the care of those who had come to help them. Charles Sansom, rescuer. Just imagine 1856. Who's qualified as a doctor? Who's qualified as a nurse? Who's qualified as the caregiver? Nobody. You really had, I don't even think people really delegated tasks. It was more of a stepping up. You really had to step up and help out the community. It wasn't about you didn't have kids or anything. Everyone had to step up. Faith. I have a desire to leave a record of those scenes and events through which I have passed, that my children down to my latest prosperity may read what their ancestors were willing to suffer and did suffer patiently for the gospel's sake. I hope, too, that it will inspire my prosperity with fortitude to stand firm and faithful to the truth and be willing to suffer and sacrifice all the things that may be required to pass through for the sake of the kingdom of God. Elizabeth Horrocks Jackson Kingford, widow of Aaron Jackson, who died in the Martin Company. All right, we're walking up on an original wagon from back in the day. Look at the original axes and saws. Rescue company, everybody who's part of the initial rescue party. Shout out to them. Everybody who's part of the wagon company. Those are in the red letters. Elderman Lawrence said those are the people who had passed on the trail. And you can see it's all boom. It's a lot of people that were young, bro. I see a few 50 scattered out. So you don't see anything above 50. You think you're 56 is about the later. You're just gonna go, oh, I caught one at 62. Martha. So you pretty much was a lady, huh? Everybody that was old was older. Elizabeth, Mary, 64. Everybody that was older, it's like men didn't live that long. You were literally out there. Ooh, there's a lot of people at the Handcart company. Those who had that Handcart, a lot of people passed. Okay, I'm starting to see some men up here, 64, 61, 60, 63. Richard, those are some guys that made it. Ooh, a lot of people with the Handcart company didn't make it though. Okay, and talking to Elderman Lawrence, he said this right here, the Sun Ranch. This cabin was one of the original buildings that was built back then to the Sun's Ranch. But I'm gonna go inside the information center and we're gonna see a little more before I go take a little lunch break for you guys. I think I'm gonna eat some Japanese today. That's cool. And we'll go see the wash house and then the burn house before we take a trail ride. Okay. History is so important for me personally, for me to understand without just taking anybody's word for it. I like to go and be hands-on in myself because you can kind of picture, once you get there yourself, you know the scripture, there's nothing new under the sun, you know, line up on line, precept on precept. It's kind of, you know, it's like No one has to tell me what kind of goes down. Once I start to see it, you can kind of feel it, you know, which is deep, very deep. All right, here's the wash house. Original wash houses. Oh, that's old. Some of you guys imagine that? Could some of you women imagine that? Huh? Can I get some real live feminists to comment? Could you be washing that for him every day when he come out in that? Could you do it? Is that the tub? That's either the tub or that's the tub, huh? Whew. And you say we don't have it good these days. You better quit that shit. Here's the bunkhouse. So with all the people that sons would hire, they would go and have to live in the bunkhouse. Yo, coming to y'all guys right now. Have you got a chance to check out the book? Yeah, it's Ranger Danger here, and I want to tell you guys that this book is an absolute guide to modern masculinity. If you're looking for self-discovery, trying to redefine yourself, trying to overcome certain problems, trying to figure out what's going on in a relationship, how to deal with your kids, how to overcome losses, personal loss to financial gains, this is the book for you, bro. This is a book that's just detailing the complexities and vulnerabilities of what we as modern males go through. So I just want you guys just taking a quick while I'm in Wyoming. It's very beautiful out here, and I'm shooting some Ranger Danger. But I want you guys to just check out the book. We're gonna be doing some book reviews on the chapters here starting on Monday, so tomorrow. But get your copy so you can follow along. Ranger Danger, and I'm out, baby. Tom's son, the second right there, all on the ranch. A white wolf killed by Tom's son. That's the wolf he killed. This is all original stuff owned by him. Here he goes. This family tree. That's it, baby. See all them guns he had? The Winchester, 1876, 45 caliber, baby. Oh, you see it? He had the revolver. Original boot size. That dude ran literally the largest range in Wyoming back then. I'm gonna go check out, you guys, Devil's Gate. So you see that.
Go down to New Orleans from England, land down there, and go up the river.
Pony Express and everything. Santa Fe Trail, Oregon Trail, California Trail, huh? Punch deep.
Should be a destination by October 1st.
The original Bible by John Joseph Smith. Steep. There's that wagon. Original stuff, man. Buttons and everything. Of the rescuers.
They only have one survivor, but
Those boys used to hike 325 miles. Martin Cole to Salt Lake Valley. Okay, guys, I doubted I'm gonna walk the trail. I was getting a little time to eat. I just sat and watched that 15-minute video of let's see, I can't think of his name, but he was 13 years old. His name was John something, but he ended up surviving the trail walk from, I think it was Virginia. They walked the whole trail from Virginia all the way up into Utah. And man, he had to witness his dad die in the snow, because what we didn't understand is they didn't have the data yet to know the seasons. So they didn't know about when the snow was coming, when's the best places they should travel. And so a lot of them, they get off that boat. What he said, they left England all in pursuit of Jesus Christ. All right. And everybody knows pretty much the history with the king and everything. So, but you had them, they come on the boat, took some 5 weeks on the boat. They freaking make it down here to either New York or Virginia or New Orleans. Once you get separated, they saying like they hung out in the town for a few weeks where all the little kids, they had nothing to do. So there's so many kids in the streets running around playing and everything. And that then next thing you know, everybody got their hand carts and it was time to roll. So when everybody got their hand carts and they started off on their journey, it was like, shoot, those first 2 miles, everybody was so excited and happy. And then next thing you know, man, the hardships started to take effect. Those are the hand carts, if you can see them right there, that they were moving with their belongings. And then some people had bigger wagons, but it was to the point to where they were so malnourished that the kids and the parents often rotated on pushing the wagons, to where mom has to lay down in the wagons and the kids sleep. And it was just so much hardship when he describes that it was 6 inches of snow and they barely make it into camp. And so their dad sent them a little ahead to put up the tents for their mom and little brother. So him and his sister are putting up the tents. They're waiting on their dad. They can see that the wagon's not put up at the campsite. And next thing you know, it's 18 inches of snow and they're trying to figure out where's dad at. And so the little 13-year-old boy was the first one to come out, and while the sister's making breakfast, he decides to go find his father. And lo and behold, he sees his father right there next to the horses under the wagon. And he goes and consoles his dad, grabs his stiffened arm, and and proceeds to wail, father. It's touching. So that was an interesting trip right there. We went and seen the Devil's Gate, and also we've got to check out the different Mountains Cove, see the Sun's Ranch. Let's see what else we can get into while we're in Wyoming. So just a quick recap. I know we've hit the Lois and Clark, caught a couple of things there. I have to write this stuff down. This has been quite the journey. Ranger Danger, and I'm out.
Sit back and listen, grab a pen, make sure you listen well. Today I'm finna teach you boys how not to fail. In these